Okay, next assignment I'll explain. So this assignment is on layer masking and layer blend. Particularly here we are using layer blend with the layer mask. Okay, so open file and open there is a reference images. From this and take images this and suppose this, open these two. Okay, here I'm using some color correction. I'm using image menu. From there adjustments I'm doing brightness and contrast. The brightness is there, more brightness we have already, so let us improve some contrast. Let us say it is 10. So okay, then here this is the image I'm using. Okay, first improve these colors. So image adjustments, brightness and contrast. So with brightness I'm using 10. Okay. Type the number 10. The contrast is okay, and here I want to adjust some color balance. Here I'm using bit of redness and bit of yellow. Okay, that's it. And here I'm using dodge tool on this to enhance more white. So I'm using dodge tool. Okay, check the exposure. Let us see 20 I'm using. Okay, I reduce the brush size, and here I'm using a nose tip, the forehead here. Here I'm using and the cheeks and chin and forehead, and here and there, and improve this. So I'm improving highlights, right? Okay, okay, improve this much, and then remove the background. How to remove this background? Suppose here we have object selection tool. So here you can select the object. Okay, select the object, or otherwise I'll go with the Control T. I'm using. I'll go with the select and select and mask I'm using here, and select object, select object, subject, or otherwise okay, and here let us check any adjustments required. A radius, yeah, the radius I tried, but it's not looking good, so I'll keep these settings as it is and say okay. Okay, yes, and come to this marquee tool and right click and select inverse and delete this one, and Control D and deselect. Okay, and here what I'll do, take the duplicate. I'm using Control J, okay, and keyboard. Up the visibility of this. Then drag this image to here. Otherwise what I'll do, I'll keep that image as it is because I want this size. So let us drag these two images by clicking Control, select these two layers and drag and drop here. Right, and now remove this file, is not required. Yeah, these are that two, and lock this background and select these two. Okay, and I'm using Control T and increase the size, I think to fit this size. Here I'm using. Okay, let us say okay. We'll keep this here. Suppose here I'm keeping yes, because the bright flowers are there here, right? Okay, then up the visibility of the top layer, okay, and keep this one and drag down. The flower layer should be on top of this model layer 1. Okay, then what we'll do, duplicate this also, the flower layer, Control J, Control Z, not this one, this flower layer, Control J, and drag these two down. See the layer order, duplicated, keep this one on top, and this flower layer, keep this on bottom, and here it is the flower layer bottom, this model, right? Okay, now by using the Control and keyboard, click this one, okay, selected this one, and come to flower layer, and here I'm using layer masking. Beside the effects there is a layer masking. See, the layer masking is added, okay, but the visibility is not there. Okay, to see that model on this layer visibility, and instead of normal mode, here it is very important, I'm using, instead of normal mode, I want to go through this one. See, here we have different modes are there. Here I am using possible and required mode. Let us say, I think some multiple is looking good. Overlay and light. Yeah, I'm using multiply. Okay, use the multiply, and what I'll do, here at bottom layer, if you want, you can up the visibility, right? Then over on the model body, the floral design is applied. Okay, if you want the same floral as a background, you can keep this here, that is up to you as you wish. And suppose here two versions here I'm using. Okay, and if you want, you can move the inside a flower by deselecting the chain and move the inside flower, sorry, here, this one, so that it will add to that. So Control Z. Can move this, suppose here it is. Yeah, now it is looking good. I think it should be down. Yeah, it should be down. And check this also. Here the both layers should be selected and keep them down. So not this one. Yeah, I'll use the Control Z. Yeah, this is okay. So now you can use some text. Stop this floral design. You can use any color. Suppose here I'm using some gradient color, that too purple background. I'll take this one. Yeah, this is you want, you can use more colors. You can experiment this one. Yeah, I'm keeping this one only, not this colored one. Okay, write some text here. Say it is a greeting. Greetings. Greetings. Use some color. Yeah, I'm using this one. Say okay. I'll check the color. Some script kind of text. Yeah, the proper font is not available, so you can keep this. Yeah, this is good. Okay, so I'm using this one. This is Great Vibes, and instead of the regular, regular only there font, and increase the font. So I'm using Control T. I'm using Shift on my keyboard. So keep this here. Keep this here, and try to give so some effects, layer styles. Before that I'm trying so different color. Instead of this, why don't we use some yellow color? Yeah, this is nice, fantastic. Yeah, okay. Then here double click on this layer here, the right side corner. So you will get this option. So drop shadow is there, or else use bevel and emboss. It is not looking good. I'm using drop shadow. So mild drop shadow I'm using. That's up to you, right? It is without this drop shadow also it is looking good, right? Okay, I'll keep this as it is. I don't want any effects. Okay, this is the assignment for today. I'll explain another assignment in the next class. Okay, thank you.